Now, according to this article here, this is what I just wanted to briefly touch on. It says here that Hank Azaria will no longer voice Apu. This has been an ongoing controversy for quite some time. A lot of people have been talking about this. A lot of people have been mad at Hank Azaria for Apu. They said Apu is, he's a racist character. It's a racist caricature, even though it's been around for over 30 years. And in the beginning, Hank Azaria has said that he was actually approached and heralded for having that kind of representation on screen. But as you know, the documentary, The Problem with the Pooh came out, and there being this big, massive social justice backlash against it, Azaria had said that he was okay with retiring from playing the character, and it appears now that they have finally done it. So it says here, after years of complaints from fans, Hank Azaria will no longer provide the voice of Apu on The Simpsons. For more than 30 seasons, the actor has provided the convenience store clerk with the character that plays into a number of Indian stereotypes, with fans taking issue with the character not only due to the stereotypes, but also as caricatures become so popular while so few other representations of South Asian exist in popular media. The actor didn't specify what the future would hold for the character, if someone else would voice him, but he's stepping away from the role, saying, "All I know is I won't be doing the voice anymore unless there's some way to transition it or something," Azaria confirmed to Slash Film. And the thing with that, just retire the character at this point. Just retire the character. Apu Nahasapita Petalan. I just want to make sure I said that right. Apu Nahasapita Petalan has been a staple on The Simpsons since the beginning. Right, Azaria voicing the character has been a staple on the show since the beginning. If you're not going to use him in the voice, then you just need to retire the character. You know, when Marsha Hardy died, they retired Edna Krabappel. And also the woman who voiced Martin Prince passed away last year. I forget her name. I feel really bad about that. As far as I know, they've retired the character. It's basically at this point, like when the cast has been doing this for so long, it's okay to retire the character. I mean, if Nancy Cartwright or Julie Naver or Dan Castellaneta passed away, would you want to see them replace the voice actor? The answer to that is no. You would just find a way to end the show. And I think at this point, like Hank Azaria leaving the show or leaving that character is not enough maybe to kill it. But at this point, it might actually be better for Disney, not only in regards to PR, but just financials, to end the show, which they've renewed it, I think, for 2 more seasons, but to end the show and then just run it in syndication, right? Run it in syndication. But now that it's on Disney Plus, that's not going to happen. And I think that's going to kind of well up a lot. That's going to like take away a lot of money. One of the main reasons why Fox kept Simpsons around, this is a joke my friend and I would tell each other for the longest time, was that they were afraid to cancel The Simpsons because they were afraid to lose the money. The syndication rights alone, just around the world, generated, I can't even tell you how many hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars for this over 3 decades old franchise. And so it shows us that it's been long lasting. And so people are upset after 30 years. I would just tell those people just to shut it, go, look, don't watch the show other people out there do. Well, let's find a way to write the character to maybe more of a positive representation rather than just getting rid of it. Find a way to transition it. But again, there was that whole thing where they put out that little like 30-second clip of Lisa and Marge talking about a photo of Apu and more or less kind of looking at the audience and saying, "F you, we're not changing anything." And I think this is probably a contract negotiation from Azaria saying, "I will come back in to do this, but I'm not going to be voicing Apu." And that's probably where it's at. That's the saddest thing about it, to be fair, is that they're getting rid of it, unless they find a way to exit the character. I do think it's a bit of a slap in the face of longtime Simpsons fans. And while there is that running joke of like, what it is to be an ex-Simpson fan, like what season did you stop watching? The show still is extremely popular. It is still extremely profitable. And this kind of action, if not handled the right way, can run the risk of actually hurting the brand going forward.